I'm Donna Moore and this is How to Build a Stronger Back. So one of the primary movements in building a stronger back and posterior chain is a deadlift, and I believe it's one of the best movements for overall life in general. If you're competing in strongman, there will always be a deadlift in a competition. I don't think I've come across anyone that doesn't have one yet. So today we're going to have a look at a few deadlifts and a few deadlift variations that I like to have in my training program. There's obviously the deadlift on a regular bar from a standard 9-inch height. So that would be usually my primary movement of this particular day. But as accessory exercises for other deadlift variations, we can raise the height of the bar, lower the plate of the bar, add in pauses, maybe even double pauses, bands if we want to make a lighter load but make it harder either at the lockout. So that's the first part of the training that I would be doing for deadlift, and probably another deadlift variation at a lighter weight to make the weights move faster. Another deadlift accessory that I love, I think it has a great carryover into strongman, is the RDL. So we can do them with a regular grip or a snatch grip just to make it even harder. I think it's really important in the RDLs to keep your lats engaged and your back flat. I generally tend to do these at a tempo movement, so that it's a slow tempo on the eccentric phase of the lift to lock out in a powerful glute through movement. PENDLAY rows I feel that are really good back exercise as well. So the start of my training program, I usually try to keep them as a really strict kind of movement at a lighter load. So we're really squeezing into the upper back with the movement and a full range of movement all the time. With PENDLAY rows, we can also put them on a deficit to increase the range of motion. And as you go further through my training program, I do allow a little more body torque to be able to shift a little bit more weight. PENDLAY rows are a great exercise for building your back and also the rest of your posterior chain, because they're a tough exercise if you do them properly. Another exercise that I like to do is the lat pull down. These using various different grip attachments to target different areas of the back. I also like to do a lot of pull-ups as well as a variation, but if you're struggling to do a large volume of pull-ups, a lat pull down, you can add more weight and move more weight, which essentially builds a bigger back and will make you stronger. With other dumbbell variation rows, I think it's also important to do work one arm at a time. So I like to do a lot of single arm dumbbell rows, targeting the lats here. In strongman, you need to have a big, strong upper back and lats. So that's why we're all kind of fairly wide, because we spend a lot of time building those up. So when you're thinking of having engaging your lats all the time, it's basically what we're doing in strongman. You're engaging your lats to deadlift, you're engaging your lats to log press, you're engaging your lats to do atlas stones. So it's a really important muscle to be able to activate all the time. Hopefully these few tips of the basic fundamental movements of building a stronger back will help you build yours. Any questions, post them in the comments.